the
it.
majority of it.
I respect it.
Yeah. We did not go running today. We've been hungover. So.
that would be a brutal start.
Mm-hmm.
But you just running every day now, or what's the deal on that? Just kind of.
I mean, yeah, just kind of trying to go like walking or something, or at least running or something every day.
Get a little active. I respect
in the morning, yeah. Get some nice fasted cardio in.
Take the doggle with.
Yep. He's not really he's not really very active either. Then,
yeah.
So we got about a mile, and he'll start trying to lay down in puddles and.
He'll be like, "Nah, dog, we done here." He ain't having it either. Dang.
Dude, Jada's like smart in that regard because she'll like calculate how far we're walking away from the apartment. She's like, all right, if I'm walking this far, that's how far we're gonna have to walk back. So she like at certain points she just anchors, just
no.
I'm not going an inch further. I'll go back the other way, but
dude, dogs are smart, man. They ain't dumb. They know. Oh man. There's a pupper. Oh, pupper gone.
Yeah, man, I ordered some running shoes too, so I could not be walking in Converse and destroying my feet.
That shit's...
That's terrible, dude. Especially if you have shin splints like me, dude. Oof.
And so, like, I've kindly got my shoes yesterday, and they're fucking too small, and I was like, oh my god.
No. You ordered the wrong size?
Yeah, okay, so, like, I mean, most of my, like, all my wrestling shoes and everything shoes I've had that were for athletic use or whatever, I always get, like, a size smaller because I like a tight fit.
Mm-hmm.
And then these were just way too small.
Way too tight.
I was like, okay, I can't even get my foot in there.
Dude, that's rough. See, I always go a half size bigger though. I don't know. I guess I'm weird that way. Cause like I don't just maybe from basketball. Cause like if we had tight shoes in basketball and you're like stopping, you'd always jam your toes and then get all busted up. So that's why I like to go in a half size bigger. So I'd always go like 11.5s instead of 11s, depending on the shoe, I should say. Cause it's like if you get a certain pair of Nikes, it's like if you get a size bigger, it's like a size bigger. Or like if you go Adidas or something, it's like too small. It's like weird.
Yeah, it's odd.
Basketball shoes are expensive, bro. They're like $200 for like a good pair of shoes.
Yeah, every sports shoes are pretty expensive too.
They always are, dude. Just don't play hockey, dude. Fuck hockey.
Fuck that.
You need a stick that's $600, a pair of skates that are $800. Oh yeah, you're gonna need pads as well. Oh yeah, also you're gonna need a really fancy bag that carries all those pads too. And by the way, you're gonna grow out of this in probably 2 years, so you're gonna need all that again.
Is the stick actually like $600?
I don't know. I'm just over exaggerating, but they're like insanely expensive. Like if I look up, I just say Google like expensive hockey stick. They're probably in the 300 pluses though, at least. That would be my guess. Yeah. Anywhere. I mean, depending on like the brand and shiz. I don't know what like high end hockey stick brands are. I'm about right on.
One of the most expensive ones right here. It's called the Warrior Dolomite DD, $2,000.
Why? What are the specs? What are the specs? It come with a motherboard or something on it? Like
Dolomite, dog.
Dude. What the heck? $2,000 for a hockey stick, dude? What? No thanks.
Dude, I remember it's like I had a bunch of neighborhood kids growing up. And like we'd all get into like phases. Like one week we'd all be riding bikes, you know. The next week we all got scooters, and then one week we all got rollerblades. And then we're like, "Yo, let's play some street hockey," you know. And so we had to like hand make our fucking hockey sticks.
Oh gosh!
out of just wood we had, and it was the most ghetto shit ever.
That's just kids for you, though. Just like forget about it, man. You guys ever play street hockey? Like with like little street hockey pucks and stuff like that. Just zooming.
Actually haven't.
Fun stuff.
Not actually. Like we attempted, but
we give it a best shot. You guys ever go through the phase as kids where everyone would always have the pegs on their bikes and stuff? That was like the cool thing for a while. All the little pegs. Just like try and do tricks, but you really can't do tricks on them because the bike tricks are hard, dude. I couldn't ever do bike tricks. I could do some scooter tricks, but I'd usually miss and smack the shiz out of my shin, like those tough razor scooters. You remember those things?
No shit. I didn't even know we were alive.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah, I had no fucking idea. I'm just sitting here watching videos, just fucking chilling.
Oh, man's chilling, dude.
Yeah, when you asked earlier, that's when I checked too, and I was like, oh fuck, we are okay. So,
dude, I'm sorry.
We haven't been live for very long.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I need to wake up. Jesus Christ. Hi, everyone.
hello.
I had my nerd slump. Watching these videos. I was watching this video on Cold that makes death disappear. I was fucking into this shit.
you were.
Oh shit, are we to be live? Okay, sorry.
Jager's taking a hit of the marijuana before, huh? No? Oh man, zoned. This is really cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail.
It's all good. I don't even know what
Oh man, that's funny, dude. Oh man, Jager, welcome back to Planet Earth.
Hey,
Welcome to the podcast, Jack.
I'll be your captain. Oh man, nerd necking. Yeah, he was nerd necking hard, dude. Like the nerd hunch he gets in Apex and Blackout.
man, I was gonna start playing games.
Yeah, my man was about to start warming up in some Kovac, dude.
Play some Siege.
Some Minesweeper, dude.
Minesweeper. Does that even come on computers anymore? Like, can you
I
even
don't know.
play
Hold
it?
on, let me.
I feel like you have to actually download it. Like, where's the
I got
pinball?
mine.
You guys remember the pinball, the Windows
I
pinball?
do.
I played
No,
the
that
shiz
was
out of
good.
that, dude. Some
I got Minecraft.
Solitaire.
Oh yeah, I got Minesweeper. Wait, no, I don't. It's a web result, motherfucker.
Dang, dude, baited. Man.
Oh, it's in the Microsoft store. Oh shit. I think my headphones actually just died. Dope.
Tough.
It's all right. As long as you don't get no echo. You good?
Yeah, you're fine. I don't hear any echo.
Sound great.
No, you.
And that's what I need to invest in, dude. Like a little speaker, just get my noise gate perfect and just.
Yeah. See, I have my speakers plugged into my microphone, and so I just use that as an extra fucking.
Ah, look at that. It's pretty fancy.
That's what this little sticker is here for. I hide that.
Okay, I can take it easy now. I had to do all the announcement stuff. Oh, good lord.
Been working real hard today, buddy. All right, get yourself a
Ooh.
nice Michelob Ultra, kick it back, and let's talk. All right, let's talk. Well, there's not much to really talk about this. I mean, there really wasn't too much that went on gaming wise. Devil May Cry 5 dropped, which looks pretty dope. I haven't gotten through 4 yet, but I'm gonna probably play through 4, and then we're gonna get into that.
Which one restarted for you, or which the saves or whatever? Was it Devil May Cry?
Devil
3?
May Cry 3, and it was so good, and I was like 10 hours in, I was about to finish it right at the ending. Corrupt save. I was like, oh, I'm not playing 10 hours again to finish. So I watched the ending, and I was like, all right, cool. I was that guy. Yep, I had to. I wasn't playing another 10 hours. So that I have a little bit of the background, and now I'm gonna play through 4, and then 5 just came out, which I'm pumped to play. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
If you like hack and slash games, it's pretty cool. So
I was watching Soda play a bit of it. It's I don't know. It seems fun. It seems cool.
yeah, just go for them
Some of the-
crazy style combos, dude.
Some of the cutscenes are dope. Oh, I saw a very interesting cutscene.
The one
actually.
with the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
That
Not
one's
gonna spoil that,
hilarious.
but
That's-
a
That's how you
gem.
know Sparky's not going to get a game. He's like, how do you think about this game? Like Anthem. He's like, oh, it's cool. It's cool.
Oh, dude,
Fuck,
I
I'm
barely
not playing it though.
I don't. I barely play anything, dude. My taste is just.
You mentioned Anthem. Let's talk Anthem a little bit. We haven't talked about that game in a little bit. It's actually been out. Some people don't know it's been out, but it's been out. The game's fun. The game's pretty solid until you play 50 hours of it. That's about... There's not much else to do in the game right now. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I can't talk about games that completely got steamrolled by Apex. As the developers of Anthem, I would be so pissed at Apex. Like, what the fuck?
Right, dude?
Yeah.
The timing of that couldn't have been worse, I think.
Yeah. It's not like they're in the same like genre by any means, but just how Apex like literally just blew up around right when Anthem was coming out was just
Yep.
the
The
worst
timing.
timing for them. So possible.
It was tough. I agree there.
Yeah, I remember when you were playing it, Izzy. Like you were saying that you're enjoying it. You don't really have any negative feedback.
Yeah, I
And I was,
enjoyed
like,
the
reading
game. I enjoyed it. I think it's a good game. It just needs more content. There's just not, once you finish the story and then you min-max your gear, that's about it. It's pretty much, that's unfortunate. I mean, it's got a lot of potential. The devs got an insane amount of work ahead of them to make it what they want it to be. And I'm not saying it's impossible to revamp that game, but it's going to be tough. It's kind of looking more along the lines of how Division 1 kind of looked, with like way less content than Division 1, unfortunately. But who knows? I don't know. The game looks gorgeous. It's pretty open sandboxy type of feel, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like the timing, the game being not finished. It's unfortunate. But hey, I mean, if you're enjoying it, and you're having fun playing with friends, more power to you. Ain't gonna knock it.
Yeah, it seems like they're having a rough start though, for sure, to say the least.
Pretty tough start.
At that time, I was like reading like articles, or not articles, but like people's posts that were like real negative. They're like, "Oh, these like story quests are like the same collection quests, like kind of over and over." It's like, oh, it seems rough.
Yeah, there's only so much. Like I said, 50 hours is about, at least, I don't know, for one class. If you just play a class and get, min-max it, yeah, probably about all you can do in the game right now, unfortunately. And then like Jager was saying, Apex came out right away during the hype of Anthem and just blew it out of the water. I'm sure those developers were not too pleased with that. I don't know. I don't even know if they knew like something was coming on Origin as well, just like that. Who knows if they even knew? But interesting.
Do you think that's there's something to be said about the genre of like that looter shooter type? Because even before Apex, I even knew that was a thing. I wasn't necessarily excited for Anthem just because that genre. I don't know, something about the looter shooter like Destiny and all that just totally drives me away from playing that, because that game is such a commitment to get into that I'm not sure if that's what people are really looking for as far as like
I think the whole gearing aspect of it's the part where people want, they want to be able to play the game for hundreds and hundreds of hours and able to like do stuff, for a long time. And I think Destiny 2 is doing it for the most part pretty well. They're not perfect, and they should take some notes from Borderlands. Borderlands guys have done it, I think, perfectly. But, yeah, I don't know. Just like you have all these games that kind of stemmed from Borderlands, and they don't learn anything from that game that kind of made them. I don't know. It makes you question. It's like, do these guys even play like this type of genre, or even like look into what is needed? I mean, even in the Division 1, the first Division, those guys knew they messed up right away, and they kind of fixed it towards the end of the life cycle of that game. But I think Division's coming out with like an actually finished game this time around, so there's actually going to be something to grind for in the game, whereas you don't play it for 30-50 hours and it's done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's funny because Apex, it reminds me of like Borderlands minus looter shooter add BR. So
right,
funny you say that. That's all I've been playing though, man. Apex has been.
It's a great game, man. There's nothing else to say, but it's just a really good game. It's finished. It's fun. It's fast paced. You can play with your friends. It's not too serious,
Yeah.
It's the best of all worlds.
It's like the only thing to play right now. It doesn't. It feels like anything to really play. Like Division's coming out, but I don't know. What else is coming out that's supposed to be big besides the Division?
Division
I don't even know, man.
is on Tuesday. I think Rage comes out soon. I don't know if you guys remember playing the Rage 2, the original Rage. I remember it coming out. I never played it, but that's like kind of mindless, just arcade shooter. You just kind of slay shiz out, Doom type of feel to a game. I think that's coming out soon. I don't even know what's coming out this month. March. Look at March game releases.
Turok on the Switch is coming out March 18th. Get it ready for that.
What's that?
What's that?
Turok? You never played the old classic
Turok. I didn't hear what
Turok?
you said.
Oh, okay.
I remember Turok.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I've heard
That's
of it.
coming out. It will be the show 19, American Ninja Warrior, coming out for all platforms March 31st.
Okay.
American Ninja Warrior, dude. Og.
Tanks Meets Zombies on the Switch, April 16th, 4 days for my birthday.
Let's
That'll
go.
Give me a present.
Sure thing,
That'd
dude.
I'll be there.
Oh, Mortal Kombat's next.
That's next month?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
How are they gonna
April
put?
11.
I love Mortal Kombat. I'm terrible at it, but I love it.
Dude, I'm terrible at all fighters.
Dude, but that's the best part. It's just like you're just button mashing and until your one wiener head friend comes in and knows like 2 or 3 combos for a character and you're like, God.
You keep like blocking his freezes of Sub-Zero. That would be my thing. Like they would try to like block freeze, and then like I would just try to like, all right, you block the one where we block you over the front. Now I'm gonna do it from the sky. And then they would block that, and then I would do the one where you do it behind
Yep.
them.
Yep. God.
Like, that was a piece of shit, man.
That would be fun. King of the Hill with us? Oh my God. Desks would be broken.
Dude, I would just find the way to be the most abusive, like a-hole, and then that's all I would harp on. That's all. Whenever I play fighting games, I don't know how to play them very well, so that's all I can do.
Jagger's the guy that spams like the down medium kick, just starts spamming it.
Going for the leg sweeps.
Yep, just going for the sweeps and sweeps only. Poor guy is probably just like, how do you just backtrack? You just like backtrack, doesn't know how to do it. It's like, oh my God, he's button spamming.
Yeah, no, I don't think there really hasn't been much to play other than like Apex as of recently. So it's kind of like, and I mean Apex is fun and all, but it just doesn't do it. I feel like battle royales are just so like we've been playing them forever.
H1Z1 got their revamp the other day, or their not. I shouldn't say revamp. Their I don't even know the word. I don't even know the word. It went back to Z1 basically, season 3 Z1 essentially, or like pre-season 3, which is interesting because I've actually been seeing people stream it like a lot.
Really? So there's actually people playing it.
There's actually full 150 or 180 man lobbies. Crazy. And kids are still two-tapping nerds out here, dude.
Might have to get up in that.
I'd be down to try it.
People watching right now.
What's
I don't
that?
see anybody really recognizable besides Mo, man.
I know
Okay.
Hexy was streaming it last night. Sandy Ravage was streaming it last night. All those guys.
That was kind of Sandy Ravage's game, right?
He won one of the invitationals at LAN. He's a god, or was a god when it was actually good. Watch his stream all the time. But yeah.
See him in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Sandy Ravage?
He's got to be mid-30s, you'd think, right? He's like one of the OG machinima dudes, like at least for COD stuff, right? Like Modern Warfare 2, like he did Booster Busters, right? That's what he did. He did Booster Busters and like the nuke stuff. Oh man, like he would catch people in the back of the maps, I think, and like it's like they're like boosting for headshot camos in in Modern Warfare 2, and then he'd just like sneak up and just blow them up or something. Just good times, man.
Yeah. You know you feel old when you say old.
When you say
Call of Duty commentators are
machinima.
mid 34, yeah. In the mid 30s. That's old.
Man,
Bro, how I found him, like I was watching him. He got someone to commentate over one of his games. His name was like El Presador, and this dude was so fucking funny. And I was like, oh my god, the Standing Ravage dude's fucking hilarious.
Booster Justice is what it's called. That's what it is. Not Booster Busters. That was a series after, but Booster Justice, man. Oh my, 9 years ago? What the heck? Dude. That's crazy. That is nuts. Oh my lord.
Did you ever try to get into the whole commentary thing?
Yeah, I mean, if you go way back,
shoutcasting and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to shoutcast Black Ops 2 tournaments on stream all the time. That's how I got. Dude, I was racking in the viewers back in the day, like just by yeah, sure, join. Yeah, sure, join in. We'll get you in here. Open lobbies for days. Times have definitely changed, though. I'll tell you that.
I never really even got into Call of Duty days. I think the only one I played the most was maybe like Modern Warfare 2.
That game was shit.
Yeah, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, are they making the remaster? Oh, or did they already remaster it?
Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare?
The second one.
Modern Warfare 2? No, there's rumors that there's gonna be like a Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 that might come out. I don't know how relevant that source is, but it's a big possibility. There's some stuff going around the block.
November, right? There should be another Call of Duty coming out by one of the other companies. Not.
I think they should slowly release, like, if those rumors are true, they could just slowly release, like have Modern Warfare 2, just like release that, and then maybe like a couple months down the road, be crazy.
Yeah.
Who knows though? I'm not gonna, believe anything until I actually see some sort of announcement. But there is some stuff going around. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? I don't know how many people would play that though. How long would people play that? Let's just say Modern Warfare 2 got remastered. Because I mean, Modern Warfare, the original, got remastered. I mean, that lasted for maybe 6 months for most people. How would people actually enjoy a Modern Warfare 2 remastered? Imagine like the hit detection now for like servers, like the tick rate now on some of those Modern Warfare 2 guns, like the ACR or something, or like the TAR or the UMP. Oh my god, could be busted.
That'd be fun.
I mean, and the time to kill was insanely fast then. I could only imagine now on a tick, like a server tick right now. Be getting one bulleted out there. Put some FMJ on, dude.
Jeez. I remember
the whole.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Or go for it. I think the whole Call of Duty, fucking, it's kind of just like milking the rest of their cash cow while they can. I agree. I haven't really seen any like big things from it.
I don't know. It's just the same. Well, I wouldn't say it's the same thing every year, but I mean, I was streaming like a couple hours of original Black Ops earlier today. I'm just like, let's see if people are playing it on PC. Hopped on a server. I was like, man, I got real sad because I'm like, COD will never be like this ever again. Like, it never will be this simple. Just like simple kill streaks, easy kill streaks, fun guns to use, nothing too overkill. It'll never be like that again ever. Think about that. Those times are over and long gone. Because I don't think people this day and age would play a COD like that. I mean, like, or at least it wouldn't last very long, COD as a whole, I think for most people lasts like 6 months. Like when a new one comes out, it'll last 6 months unless you're, competing at it and whatnot. It's just kind of like Spark was saying, a cash cow, and Activision knows they're going to make money off of it regardless. People are going to pre-order it, buy it, get the season pass, whatever. Hope it's going to fill their nostalgic needs, and it never does, dude. It's tough, dude.
Yeah, it's not mindless fun anymore, man. It's too much glitz and glam.
Right.
It's like you just got to focus on the gameplay. That's what Apex does. I mean, it's not the same comparison though, because the time to kill is obviously different in Apex than Call of Duty, but Apex is just like mindless fun.
That and like COD's mindless fun. I mean, it's as mindless fun as you're gonna get, arcade shooters especially. But it's like, how much mindless fun is an arcade shooter after a while? I'm like, hop on for a game or two, play for a couple hours. That's about it. I remember, I don't know how you guys played COD back in the day, but I remember hopping on or like going over to a buddy's house after school and we would just LAN and just like grind, or Halo even. You know, we can go on the whole Halo train as well. A similar thing. Go to a buddy's house or go or whatever on the weekends and just LAN, dude, and just grind. Like I remember sitting there for like 15 hours at a time just grinding. Like I don't think I could do that anymore with a COD unless it's like the night of. That's the only time I could ever like grind a game. But like I just remember grinding and grinding. Oh my god. Like seriously staying up all night and never stopping.
I remember going to a friend's house and like we'd be playing some Halo, like just doing 2v2 or something, just playing all night, trying to get their ranks up and stuff.
I remember landing. We had like 10 people over, and they brought like 3 Xboxes, and we had like a couple, like one big TV, and we had as many screens as we could fit on the big TV, then like one over on the other side of the living room or whatever. We had like seriously 10 people just playing. It was good times, man. So much simpler. Just landing it up, fragging out, dude. Not a worry. And now we got this crap nowadays. This bull crap Call of Duty. Microtransaction loot boxes. Have you guys heard about the whole loot box thing? I don't know how true this is, but supposedly there's like some laws, some legal stuff. I don't know. I've been hearing some like some big boys are there's gonna be some like legal stuff going down with like the whole like because it's considered gambling, like the whole loot box stuff. For COD and whatnot. So I don't know how much longer like the whole loot box system's gonna be lasting here in some games, you know. That's crazy to think about. Because like really? Technically, I don't know, I'm just going off of what I hear. Because like technically, like some kids are too young to technically be able to like gamble and whatnot, correct? So like wouldn't that, I don't know how it all works legally, but did we lose a man? Our man is back, hopefully.
Well, that's weird that would be a thing because like Hearthstone, especially, not even Activision, but Hearthstone, that's how that whole game makes money.
It's essentially pay to win. Hearthstone. Pay to win.
Yeah, I think there's like some loopholes with it though. Like it's not technically gambling since you always win something, you know? Like
gotcha.
But I don't know, there's a bunch of
how would that work though for like an age demographic, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because like you can't go to a casino until you're of age. You know, whatever state you live in, but I don't know. It's interesting. Because after since the whole CS:GO stuff, I mean everything's changed after that.
Yeah.
That was wild. Yeah. That was the Wild West, man. I remember checking prices on Asimovs and like Red Lions. Yeah, like the upsale would be on them and stuff. It was like stock market exchange, dude, with skins. It was wild back then. And then you'd resell and then you bet them on what you call it? What's the CS:GO site?
CS:GO gambling for sure.
Yeah, you just bet on matches. It wasn't Lotto, but it was like one of the original ones. I can't remember the name of it. It was like what started it all. Oh god, I can't even think of it, dude.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, you would bet on teams and that was it. And then you could see who had what on what team and what percentage it was. It was like one of the original websites, and then everyone was catching on. Oh man. It was a crazy time.
I remember making some big boy bets, dude, on just with skins.
Casey, you know, I mean Stroxy, he was betting. He was doing like some of those coin flip sites, if I do remember. Oh man, like the 50-50s, dude. Those are crazy. Oh man,
what a rush,
dude! What the endorphins, man.
Like I remember, like I'd be betting on like the Chinese CS:GO scene, and that shit's wild. Like you don't know what's real.
Yeah, it's a roll of the dice, dude.
And so I'd be like, all right, cool, fuck it, we'll put all my skins on this one, and then just so we get some more shitty skins so we can gamble those and whatever. We built it. Okay, so I bought a knife, and then like I gambled it up to like having 3 knives.
Holy moly!
And then at that point, I was just like, all right, cool. Let's everything I got here is extra. We're just gonna put it all in on something, and it would go good for a while, and then finally we ran out of luck.
Yeah.
12. Yeah, 12-inch.
Hey,
Hey.
that's what I'm talking about. Grande Chango, hell yeah.
Yeah, rainbow. Yeah, four people.
Damn, 4 people.
Mhm.
Yeah, we call it the Borthers Podcast.
All right, my man.
We're gonna all need one.
That was brilliant.
What an entrance! That's better than any WWE entrance I've
Oh
ever
my
seen. Personally.
god. Oh my god. Oh.
Sorry guys, I was on the phone. I had no authority.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh man.
You got what's up?
Well, hello,
honey?
sir.
What's up?
What up, my dude?
Wow,
Wow, what a
you're gonna make me go on a coughing fit from laughing so hard.
dude, Jaga's face was red, and so was mine.
What's up, dude?
Nothing much. I just drove 4 hours. No, 6 hours straight. So.
Oh.
that wasn't-
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
Fuck.
And then I have to drive all the way up to Connecticut for 14 hours straight. So.
Oh.
That's
You're gonna do that
next Sunday.
straight?
Yeah,
Fuck that.
Yeah.
it's gonna be rough.
So when I was driving from Michigan, that's the longest drive I ever did. It was like 12, 13 hours. And it's because I stopped in Oklahoma. I didn't do the whole thing. The whole thing's like a 22-hour drive. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah. Dude, I get road weary after like 10 hours.
Yeah, it's
Really?
I don't know. I would just like I was listening to podcasts at first, and then you get bored, so you start listening to music, but like my dog's with me the whole time on the road, so like I'm always like nervous about him, and he won't like lay down and like crash out. Like he sits up the whole fucking time, and gotta see everything, and I'm like, dude, just lay down, like you'll be okay.
Especially like driving at night, dude. It's
Oh.
like, especially if
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're in like backwoods country and there's no like street lights on the road or anything or reflectors.
dude.
Like you're just seeing like line after line. It's like,
Mhm.
oh god, dude. You start seeing shadows like dancing like across the road. You're like, is that an animal? Shit. You just breaking. Oh, dude. It's
Yeah,
super
dude.
sketch.
So it was probably like I want to say 4 years ago now. I was living with my grandmother to help her move into her new house for about 2 months, and my brother was in Disney working there for about a year, and he ended up he was drinking like a shitload of soda and stuff like that, so he ended up getting a root, and of course he gets a root canal the day before, like he gets the actual surgery and it taken out or whatever. The day before, we have to drive all the way up from Florida all the way to Connecticut,
Oh.
and he drives for maybe 20 minutes, and he starts swerving off the road a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna drive. So I drank like 2 Red Bulls, a large coffee from Starbucks, and like a Monster or something to drive 14 hours straight all the way up, no stop. I was like,
Ugh.
I am not about to go through this with him crying about his tooth for fucking 2 days. Just get this
Eesh.
over with. It was so bad, dude. I'll never want to do that again. It was rough.
Mm-hmm.
What's the farthest you guys drove? Was that for you, Sparky? Was that the longest, the 22-hour drive or hour drive?
Yeah, for sure.
22?
Or that's what it was from Michigan down to where I'm at in Texas.
Oh, mama.
12, half of it's literally just getting out of Texas for me though. So
That's
Dude,
insane.
it really is. It's so
Yeah.
demoralizing once you get to Texas, and once you're like leaving Texas, you're like, damn, it's like I'm still in. Like,
yeah, I'm
this is
like I've drive for 9 hours. I'm still fucking in Texas. Like this is Jesus.
It sucks. Did you get past Texas? Like you go past the line, and like the states just like start flying by. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, after me and my dad did that road trip, we went through North Dakota, South Dakota, and then all the way to Colorado and back. All in. What did we do it in? It was less than a week, and we drove it was like 3,000 miles or something like that. And I think we did a 13 or 14 hour one of those. But I think the longest one we took shifts driving. I remember this. we had to be in the car for at least 14 or 15 hours. It was like to Arizona and back. I'll never ever do that again. That was the worst thing ever. I remember waking up like 2 a.m. or something, and I had to drive from 2 to like 6 a.m. because everyone else was sleeping and taking shifts driving. That was the worst thing ever, because I think we were like, I don't even know where we were at, but it was pitch black, dude. And I was like, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. Just driving pitch black at 3 a.m. in a place you don't know where you're at all. It was not an enjoyable experience, to say the least.
Yeah, that sucks. You
Yeah,
start
dude,
getting tired of your
I don't know, I
music.
hate
You start
sitting in
getting
the car
tired of
alone.
whoever you're with. You're just like,
Right.
You're not getting tired of them, but like it's like you're just trying to focus on the road. And it's like
Yeah, we had the whole
aren't doing anything.
we had the
for
whole
you.
family and like the dog and everything in there too. It's like, oh my God.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was rough.
Dude, I remember as a kid, we'd take like 8-hour road trips to like another part of our families for like Christmas and stuff. And it was like every year, and I fucking hated it. I'd just be like, no, can I stay home for Christmas? Well, I don't care if I don't get anything. Like, I stay home. And it was just me and my 3 older sisters and my mom on the road every time. Dude, they'd annoy the shit out of me. And like after so long, like I got bad ADD. So I'm like, dude, I don't want to sit here in the car for 8 hours. Like I'm going stir crazy.
Ugh.
Dude,
Yeah, being in a confined space for that long will drive anyone super nuts, I think. Especially just if you don't get like a big enough vehicle as well or whatever. It's the worst.
Yeah, I was on Exeter trip. I had to transport all my stuff. I transported my TV, my Xbox, my computer, all my clothes, like everything, and in a little Mustang. Like I had my flat screen TV in the back. Like when we stopped at hotels to stay the night, I would just carry it up the hotel, all my like TV and stuff up the hotel. All the people would be like looking at me and stuff that worked there, and like, oh, I'm just don't want my shit get stolen.
I feel you, dude. When I was driving back, my fucking car was packed with like everything I owned. I was got like this chair, my desk, my computer monitors and shit. And then on top of that, my car doesn't even lock because it's like old and like pretty broken. So I was like, whatever, dude. If they take it, it's gone. So
Oh God.
Dude,
Both PCs. Oh God.
that's why I didn't stop though. Because I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna stop nowhere.
Ugh. I don't know how you do that. You're a different animal. And all by yourself too, dude. Like, oh my God. Just you and the road and the pup. Phew.
I actually a lot of times I'd get on like Discord on my, or like just put my headset on or something, or put it on my radio, and like I'm like just going through my phone looking for who the fuck to call.
Talking to the homies.
Yeah.
Oh man.
There's gotta be someone I can bullshit with.
Yeah, somebody please before I go insane.
that helps though.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause like I said, once you like podcast music, just like gets super old after a while.
Right. Even on like long flights, they get old, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if like, you're sitting next to someone like really like annoying or some like real fat guy, like like, they're like just overspilling their like weight into like your side of the seat. Oh, dude, I get fucking like super crazy.
Dude, is it just me, or have like the spacing for flights gotten even smaller, or if my legs just massive now? I don't know, dude. Because like
Yeah,
I feel like it's
smaller.
I'm
for sure.
I'm not even claustrophobic, but I'm just like, dude, this is not right. Like, I paid how many $100 for this damn seat? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God. It's like, man, I might as well just spend the extra $150, get me a first class so I can, you know, not have freaking my patella tendon snap off mid-flight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude.
Have you ever flown first class?
I have not.
Yeah,
Is it nice?
I have not either. So
Very cool. You get your own blanket. You get your own like
Oh,
cabinet where you can store your
nice.
coats and stuff. I was like, man, I don't even know. All these businessmen were putting. Oh, it was like an upgrade. It's not like I did it. It was just like an upgrade. So like all these businessmen were putting in their like $100 or like $100 coats and like these like thing. So I was like, I want to be like them. So I took off my hoodie, put it on the hanger, and put in my hoodie with their.
My man's living
their fucking jackets.
luxurious. I love it.
My man.
And the best thing is they know you got to fucking upgrade. Like they're not like, is this like the next ninja sitting next to me or whatever? It's like, nah, this kid got a free upgrade. You can get Bloody Marys as many as you want, like Jack and Cokes, like whatever you want. You get a blanket.
Dude,
Nice.
you were riding first class from now on, dude.
I was like looking around with all these people in suits. I was like, I'm one of these guys. And they were like, no, you're not.
One of us. One of us.
I was like, I see this more often. How much is it that's in first class? Oh, it's like $1,000 more.
$1,000. Oh my god. That's wild.
Yeah, man. I flew Spirit not too long ago, which is, or if you don't know about Spirit, it's pretty much like the cheapest airline,
It's
but like
super cheap.
yeah. So like if you want extra leg space, you gotta pay for it. If you want like a window seat, you gotta pay for
Yeah.
it. You know, like
For a window seat?
Uh-huh.
like if you want to land, you gotta pay for it. You know, like
We ain't stopping, buddy. All right. Starts taking out his wallet, like, oh.
I'll be honest,
Nah,
this
it
plane
wasn't-
doesn't have landing gear.
it wasn't really that bad, but like I mean, it's what I paid for. You know, like I expected much worse, but
There's a small airline place called Sun Country up here, and they're like seasonal, but they're like they're like not like they're not dumpy at all, but they're like, I don't know, just lower end, but it's actually nice and it's cheap. It's like pretty solid and it's cheap. It's like, all right, can you guys just do year round, please? Thank you.
It's best when like in-flight entertainment is always ass. So I was like, but if you fly American, they always have like whatever movies you can watch. Like even some there in theaters. Like hell yeah, dude.
I think I've only flown American once. I usually go like if Sun Country's available, or who else do I fly with? I don't even know. I don't even know the names. I don't fly very
I usually
often.
take JetBlue or Delta.
Yeah.
The two main ones I take.
Delta's pretty fair.
yeah, Delta's pretty good too. I remember I've taken Delta, I've taken American, and then Spirit, and then Southwest. Southwest is fucking pandemonium because they don't give you assigned seats, so like everyone's like, oh,
That's
fuck.
who I fly, Southwest. Yeah, you got it. It's
Yeah,
like
they don't give you
the
assigned seats. So you can sit whatever the fuck is open. So like if you're one of the last to board the plane, it's like, oh shit, who am I gonna sit? You know.
Dude, what the fuck? I didn't even know that. I thought
Yeah.
that was always like
you can pay extra. So what you do is you pay extra to get in line first. So you pay like an extra $15. This is what I do every time. I'll buy Southwest. They also give you like a free bag and a free carry-on or something like that as well. So that's really nice. And then you pay like a $15 fee and you get in line first with the $15 fee. And so like everyone's like, all right, line 1B or something, come up to the front. So they call you up and then you line up, and then that's the order you get to pick your seats in, basically.
Yeah. And then there's always people like on the plane. They're like, "Oh, I'm supposed to sit here," like because it's like their gate or like their gate number or something. I'm like, "No, dude, there's no assigned seating here. Like, you sit wherever the fuck you want."
It's like
There's always someone new on the flight that has no idea about that.
I've flown with them multiple times.
Yeah,
Not bad. They actually have all right leg space.
Yeah.
Not the worst. It could be worse.
Dude, the boarding's the worst part because I'm always like last. It's always like,
Oh, you
all
gotta
right,
check
now
in
we're
early,
like
man.
we're gonna start boarding first class, and then all right, now we're gonna be boarding military. Everyone give a round of applause for the military. Woo! All right, now we're gonna be boarding this random hockey team that is here with you on your flight today. All right, now we're also boarding someone with whoever has red shirts. If you have a red shirt, you can board the plane. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, guys, can we just fucking go? This is so obnoxious. It takes like fucking 30 minutes to board. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you gotta what's it called? Or check in early, dude. They usually give you like a 24-hour window before the flight. And if you check in early, you get like one of the earlier ones.
So I have a funny little airplane story. So one of my buddies, Tyler or Resum, if you're listening to this, love you, buddy. He has never flown before, but he's like, you know what? We're gonna go to PAX East. We're gonna go. Let's send it. It's one of the windiest days up here in Minnesota in a long time. And This is all on the PAX movie somewhere on the YouTube. But if you want to go check that out, feel free. But yeah, we get on the plane. This wind is like intense. Like you can feel the plane giving a little. It's not even taken off yet, and the wings are kind of a little jittery, and I just remember this vividly. So we're about to take off, and whatever, pilot does his like whole spiel, blah blah blah, goes through like the whole seatbelt thing, yada yada yada. We take off and goes on the intercom. We might be experiencing some slight turbulence for the next minute. So just sit back, relax, and we'll be out of it shortly. This man said slight turbulence. I thought the plane was gonna go down, dude. I thought we were done. And I'm not scared of planes, really. I'm pretty fine because I've flown quite a few times by myself and just in general. Tyler, it's his first time flying, and he's terrified. And I mean, we're like going up and through this turbulence. I look over and it's like, dude, it's like shaking like this on it. And I'm like, this dude's gonna pass out right here. He's like freaking out. And I find out later, he's like, dude, I passed out for like 15 seconds, bro. And I was back. But yeah, it was like some of the worst turbulence I've ever experienced in my life. I mean, like straight up, the plane was shaking like profusely. And I'm like, it was seriously was shaking like this, like in our seats. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, it was fun. It's a good time.
I stress out on planes a lot too. I do not like that shit when there's even a little bit of turbulence.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like it was like gale force winds crashing against the plane, dude. That's seriously like the best way I can describe it. Yeah. Like if I didn't think we were gonna die, I probably would have recorded it just of how ridiculous it was. But dude, I look over, I'm like, oh dear God, I hope he's all right. Like this is his first time flying, and it's just that.
You didn't try to fuck with him, like when you heard like you
I
started
should.
shaking.
You know what I should have done?
Like, that's supposed to happen.
Guys, no, like as soon as it, you know what I should have done? As soon as it started shaking like crazy, I should have been like, oh, just like lost oxygen or something, like, oh, like trying to grab the thing up top. Get the bag. Dude, his eyes roll back, just passes out, dude. That would have been terrible. Oh man.
Have you ever been in a plane when those things come down? The little
I have not. No.
Mess?
Have you?
Yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, just
really? You just
yeah, you did. I'm like, oh shit! I learned about this. I paid attention to this one. And you have to like readjust it with the little like plastic bands, and then you have to. And if you're like just you have that random fat guy next to you, you're like, good luck, dude.
Anxiety just.
You're gonna need a double, dude.
Oh my God.
But it ended up being like it wasn't like anything serious. Like it was just like a change in atmosphere or some shit. I don't remember exactly what it was. It was like the first time I ever flew. But they're like, oh, you don't really have to. It was kind of like a fluke thing. We're not actually going to die or anything. I was like, oh, I'm sitting here with this fucking oxygen mask like a dumbass. I was like, you guys not watch the instructional thing at the beginning?
Jagger's just like listening to a podcast. He's just got one of these things on his face, you know.
I thought we were gonna die.
Who's this idiot with the Red Bull shirt that has the mask on? Everyone's looking at him. Really funny.
Fucking coach, am I right?
Oh my God.
You know, my sister, she gets real like antsy whenever she's flying, or one of my sisters. Like, so I remember one time we were all flying to like Cancun, and like the plane had some turbulence, and she's immediately like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Whoa, chill out. Like, you can chill the fuck out of here. Like, okay, you're gonna land." But I've only had like one time that was like really sketchy landing. Like we came in hot, and I was like, "Like I swear the plane was sideways at some point." And I was like, "Dude, I don't know how this is gonna go," but we ended up all right.
Yeah, one time when I flew Delta, like I've never had like any like scary landings or anything like that, but one is just like this guy was like fucking Tokyo Drift. I guess Tokyo Drift just came out or something like that. So this guy was like, like he hit the ground like with the front like landing gear first and went boom. And I was like, oh dude, this fucking shit hurts. My back's so bad.
Oh God. Yeah, that's just not meant for us at all. Turbulence, dude, we're not supposed to experience that, dude. Our bodies can't handle it. Oh God. Yeah, I'll never forget that though. Just looking over at my friend, I was like, yeah, he's going through it right now. like I know, like I've been through some turbulence before, but like this was like times 1,000. Like I mean, the damn plane was like, like, dude, I can never, I'll never be able to unsee that. Just looking over, friends passed, blacked out, basically. Oh my God, like will we make it to Boston in one piece? Find out next time.
What kind of people are you when you start experiencing, like, if you actually think you're gonna die on the plane? Are you guys start like freaking out like me? I just sit back, close my eyes.
That's what I did
for this for a long time.
Yep. That's what I did though. I was like, you know, we'll be fine, dude. We'll be fine. Yeah. Getting through it, and like I'm like, okay, Jesus Christ. Like,
yeah, this headrest is nice.
Yeah. Wow, free massages, dude. It's crazy.
Pretty much just sit back, close your eyes, and be like, all right, please don't let me be the one that like lives through this.
Oh terrible. God.
You're supposed to go ragdoll.
Yeah. I'm just praying. I'm like, man, I don't want to end up in some fucking hospital bed forever. So either take me out or.
Well, at those types of heights, though, like speaking crazy plane stuff, like. Let's just like, doesn't the oxygen just like go out like at that height, or how does that all work? Like, don't you just? That's why you have to have the masks on, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Like, like just say like I don't know, a wing flies off the gosh darn plane or something. It's like a hole opens up, you're dead. You like you won't even you'll just be out just like that, won't you? Like from the lack of oxygen.
Out of the plane? Oh no, not necessarily.
No.
When the things only come down because of like atmospheric change. So like if you do higher altitude, you get like less oxygen densities. That's why like people do high elevation training like in the mountains and shit. And so I guess just like from where you are, you're not accustomed to it. So that's why the things come down. So that way, if you are having trouble breathing or anything like that. But I think like if the plane were to open up or nothing, like as long as like you're not like the altitude hasn't changed enough to where like you have a lack of oxygen, I don't think you just go out immediately. But it's definitely harder to breathe, I can imagine.
Oh my God, I couldn't imagine. I've been like 20,000 feet up, and I was dying, dude. Like it was tough to breathe 20 up. Could you imagine, dude? Just be like, oh no more.
That's a stupid question. Do you fly higher on international flights, like going across the ocean or some shit, versus like just going like from state to state, like going like I say from like Dallas to Phoenix, I guess?
I think it depends. Yeah, it depends on what kind of a flight you choose, because some are like 14-hour flights and shit.
Oh,
and others can be down to like 11, so they're a little higher up, so they go quicker. But
let me ask you guys this: is going over water something just freaky for you guys?
Oh yeah. That's a scary.
So
part.
like, it's Australia, right? That's like it's like a 16-hour flight or something along those lines. If you want to go to Australia, and they just send it in autopilot, dude. You know, hopefully you make it in one piece.
Yeah, that's the thing, man.
Oh
like,
man,
most of it is just fucking just autopilot, anyways.
Yeah.
Landing and going up is the worst part.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think there was a report of like most pilots were like reported like falling asleep and like waking up like during a flight and looking over that, and then their a co-pilot was asleep too, and they're like, oh shit.
Oh God. Nice guys.
But I think planes pretty much fly themselves, to tell you the truth. Once they're up in the air though.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, I mean you gotta obviously land them, like help them take off, but other than that, dude. Get high enough, just
you ever seen that movie Sully?
Sully, yeah.
It's a good movie. It's about the pilot. He landed like the plane perfectly.
Oh,
and, like,
in the river or whatever. Yeah.
It's like a 1 out of 600 like landing or something like that.
What a god.
That no one got hurt. Can you imagine? I had that. It's funny said it, because I had that thing like in my head. It's like, what happens if you're flying over to Australia or wherever, and you have to do one of those emergency landings in the ocean? You know how freaked out I would be.
Oh, he fucking
sitting
knows
on that
geometry, dude.
Oh,
so how does that work then? Like, how do you not submerge the thing? You know what I mean? You're freaking flying, dude. Like,
it's just angle of the dangle, dog.
What? You gonna skip a rock? Like,
no, I mean like, the plane's definitely gonna go underneath eventually, but like so in the movie Sully, if you were to like if he were to come in that landing like even like I think like a tenth of a degree differently than the way he did, the plane would have like snapped in half just due to the force. Like,
Wow. And no one got hurt?
Yeah, no one.
What?
Second
What a
floor. Well, the planes also have those inflatable slides
yeah.
that come
And
out.
then your
Help keep it
seat
buoyant.
is a life jacket too. So.
what a god, dude.
Dude, I'd be taking everyone's like seat. I'd be like, I've got to fucking need all these seats to stay buoyant, motherfucker.
You make a fucking boat.
I've seen Titanic. It's not happening to me.
Jack! Don't ever let
Yeah,
go.
no, I think like so when the doors open, those fucking big old like slides come down, but I think those are used as boats too. So
Wild, dude.
they detach.
Some crazy stuff, dude.
Did you ever hear about the flight attendant who was like, "Man, fuck this thing," and like he said he went on the intercom. They haven't landed. I think they were about to take off. He said, "Fuck this." He just pulled the little raft slide thing, inflated it off the airplane, and just slid down and fucking he got fired.
Wait, what?
That's how I want to quit my job.
Oh.
Fuck this! Pull the slide thing and just fucking slide down that raft.
Tough, dude. Tough. That's funny.
Do you guys think you could ever be flight attendants? Like that's such like a weird like lifestyle.
I don't know,
My
dude.
mom was.
Really?
Not for long, but that it's actually funny because like in the 80s and 70s and stuff like that, you had to be a certain weight and you couldn't be like too tall or too short either.
Really?
Yeah, because you're going down the aisles and stuff like that. Now anyone could do it as long as they're
I say I
flying.
saw a 300-pounder not too long ago.
Yeah. No, nowadays
I was like, how the fuck are you gonna get
it
served drinks?
doesn't matter. But they used to like require you to be a certain weight and not too wide or anything.
It's like she's pushing your cart down the aisle. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's like, what the fuck?
That's what I was wondering. I was like, how are you and the cart gonna fit in this aisle? There's no way.
Would you like a cherry coke? Oh man, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could do it, man. Like,
No.
what are your shifts usually for that, Ryan? Like, because you got to go to one. I mean, you're on a plane. You got to come back on the plane. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they do like I'm pretty sure 12 hours.
That's what I was
if I'm
thinking.
not mistaken.
What?
Yeah.
How do they do it? Do they do like? Do they just like wherever they end up? They like get a hotel there, or they
Yeah.
always fly back?
Yeah. Exactly. It depends, I guess, though. I mean, it's different for everyone. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys ever see like that? Feels back in the 70s or 80s. There was something you could fly called the Concorde, and it was like a plane that flew like twice the speed of sound or whatever. And it was back when like you had to dress up like super nice, but like you could like from London to New York, it's like 7 to 8 hours, but on the Concorde you could get there in like 3.5 hours.
Damn.
Fucking
What?
yeah.
That sounds insane.
Yo, this thing looks nuts. The Concorde. Yeah, this thing's like
Yeah,
a
dude.
holy.
Looks like a white
Yeah, it's like a
Blackbird from Call of Duty. or
Blackbird. I was
something.
gonna say. Look at this thing, chat.
Look, I'm just trying to be part of the Space Force, dog.
Dude.
Yeah.
Really.
Twice the speed of sound, dude. Holy crap.
My boss is like, how could someone make a Space Force, bang porn stars, and I still don't like them?
God damn it.
I'm like, "Touche."
This thing looks nasty.
Yeah, I don't know why I got decommissioned, but I was like, dude, making like a 8-hour flight,
Well,
3.5 hours.
I
that's, like,
did.
super scary.
I did type. The first thing I saw when I typed it in was the Concorde plane crash. So I'm assuming something happened along those lines, because otherwise, oh Lord. Yeah, I don't know. It says supposedly there was a crash in 2000.
Yeah.
Killed all 109 people on board. Whew, that would be why.
Jesus, that's
Dang, that's insane.
Yeah, that was back when you had to actually like dress up for flights. Now you got people showing up in shorts and loafers and
Yeah,
Bro.
isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? You'd have to dress up for a flight. And
Yeah.
you know what else? You could smoke on planes, dude. You could just rip darts on
that's-
planes. That's
that's
nasty.
Yeah.
Imagine being a flight attendant. Imagine being
Well, dude, you remember all the restaurants that used to allow
some
smoking in
in don't like
the
some in
early
Vegas or
90s and
shiz
stuff?
like still allow that. Like,
Oh yeah,
like
We
they
had
just
that
there's like
shit.
smoking areas and stuff too. in
Mhm.
it's
restaurants.
We
like,
used
like
to
on
have that
patios.
until like last year. Our county finally passed a law that you can't
really
smoke indoors.
the ours passed it a long time ago, dude. You can't smoke like barely anywhere unless it's like a smoking area.
Yeah, I remember clearly like going into just like the normal restaurant, whatever it was, and I would just see smoke everywhere, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
well, gotta smell this while I'm eating again. It's
Well,
just a
I just
normal
remember
thing.
going into like bowling alleys like when I was a kid, and
Yeah.
that's all it
Oh,
was.
dude.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap.
That's all it
Those
was.
were nasty.
People just ripping darts left and right. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was bad.
I remember that. It's so hard to get that smell of like smoke. Like
Mhm.
Yeah, dude. Working in a bar too, so where the people would smoke anyway, like
Yep.
fucking constantly in my hair, and I was like, oh my god, like
I used to work in a well, they would smoke outside, but it would just I mean the people would smoke so much, like you could still I mean it's you still smell like it, but ugh. Yep. Nasty. Well, like I remember my dad telling me like when he was in high school, like there would be smoking areas in the schools for kids, like because if some were of age to buy tobacco at the time, and they would have smoking areas and whatnot. Nasty, dude.
I had a teacher that he was like a chaperone on some trip we went, and like I was when I turned when I turned 18, I was a senior, and like this dude
Mhm.
had just had a stroke, or not like a stroke, but like just like I think cardiac arrest or something. Like he had a heart attack, and like he'd just come back to the school, and he would always a heavy smoker. And I was like, "Hey, Mr. Adame, I'm 18 now. Let's go smoke in the back," and like just to fuck with him all the time. And he'd be like, "God damn it, Christian! God damn it, leave me alone." And then one time, finally, I was like, "Adame, I bought a pack. Let's go in the back." Or whatever. And he's like, "Not in front of the kids. Not in front of the kids." I was like, "This man just came back from a heart attack, and he's already looking for the smoke, though." And I was like,
That's crazy.
people are like that. Though. Like I've known people like to like do the same shit. Like have a heart attack from smoking, and then like while they're just like they're like out of the hospital bed, they'll sneak downstairs to have a cigarette. It's like what?
"Yeah,
Man.
in their fucking deathbed, they need a
Yep.
that
Oh.
PT smoke, dude."
Yikes.
One thing I could not do. Just never. Just smoke cigarettes consistently, like a pack a day. My grandfather does it. Like I'll
Ugh.
go over his house, dude. He'll smoke inside, and it reeks.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
That'll just ruin it right there for the next generation. It's just like, okay, yeah, well, not doing that.
That sucks though because like, it gets into your clothes, and when you go home, you can still
Yep.
smell the smoke on your
Yep.
clothes. Oh,
Yeah, it's bad.
Uh-huh. It's not like bonfire smoke either. Like bonfire smoke sometimes smells good, you know? Like
mhm.
you like when you know when it's I mean even cigars don't even smell that bad. So it's just cigarettes, just like all the nicotine, crazy amounts of nicotine and tar and shiz in them. Ugh,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Hey man, I gotta get it to him though. Those smokers, they'll be outside in whatever fuck weather.
Dude, they'll
gotta
be
get
you
that.
should see them out here, dude. People will just stand out here in negative 15-degree weather ripping a dart, you know?
I need
Gotta
it.
rip it. You need it, dude. You know what's funny? Those people, they need like 10 breaks during their shift as well. It drove me nuts, dude. So
Oh,
I used to
dude,
work
I
at
was like-
Verizon, and I would get one break and one lunch break. And so we had a person that would smoke, and they got like I need to go get a smoke. So like they had 4 breaks minimum during their shift, and anywhere from like a 7 to 9 hour shift. But it's like, man, dude, where's my extra breaks, dog? Like, what the heck?
Yeah, I do that in my work. Like if they have like the whole kitchen, like right before the restaurant will open up, they'll all go outside. So the kitchen will be like empty for like a good like 10 minutes, and they'll just go outside and smoke. And I'll go hang out there with them. I'll be like, hey, what's up? Like, if y'all get free breaks, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just staying out here just breathing fresh.
Yeah.
I don't care, man. I was like, I need to get away too.
Right?
You gotta tell.
Especially in
Like,
that.
not. I didn't need a smoke break. I need an oxygen break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So I'll do. I'll stay outside. And I'll just text. They're looking at me because they know like I don't smoke. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? But the thing about being a smoker is you get as many breaks as you want.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go outside for a smoke. And I was
It's
like,
a
oh,
medical condition.
yeah. I need a cigarette.
Yeah, I'm addicted. Right, you guys remember seeing that commercial as a kid? I don't know. It's like the lady covering the hole up in her throat is like, I smoked cigarettes for 45 years, and now I got this hole in my throat. Don't end up like me. I remember seeing that as a kid. I'm like, no, I will never. It's like, oh god, she's probably still ripping, like covering up her neck.
You're like, this commercial can't get any fucking worse because this is just a brutal commercial. And then it says like at the end, like, oh, by the way, this girl fucking died like
Yeah,
right after filming this commercial. I was like, oh, great.
right.
He's like, you don't want to get any water in your hole while you're showering or
Yeah.
some shit.
Oh, I remember that shit.
Ugh.
Stop.
Ugh. That's
It's like
nasty.
we're getting ready for the day and like covering it, like putting a scarf on or some shit.
They just put like a fucking plastic bag and shit when she's like showering or whatever. It's like,
Good God.
if that was me, I just would have just fucking tightened that bag. Just
Yeah. That.
I feel it.
Oh.
tracheostomy? Tracheostomy? What is that word?
Trachea?
Tracheostomy? No, the thing where they put the hole in your throat.
Oh, tracheostomy?
There you go. I can't read.
Okay, so did you guys ever watch Lyric when he was doing GTA 5 RP?
Mm-hmm. Arma 3 RP.
He just tweeted out 28 minutes ago, Lean Boys Season 2 is coming out.
Oh my
That was his
god.
group.
Yeah, I was watching him before you guys got here, and he was on the phone with Buddha, man.
Yeah.
The old days of Twitch and JTV are coming back. Oh, what? RP?
Bring Sheffield out of retirement.
Yeah, does he stream anymore? What's up with him?
Yeah, he streams all the time, but he plays like I don't
Some
think he
weird
really
shit.
plays with people. He does like his own thing, but he
He's not
he
doing
was
the
doing,
RP
like,
bit.
he was doing the RP stuff. I don't think he's done it in a while because the people like he was with some server. I forgot what the same one Lyric was on. It was like called like Family something or other, and they had like a big falling out, and he was kind of like a hey, he's on right now. But they were having like a falling out. Like he became like kind of like a dick like in RP. Like I guess he himself was bleeding through like his actual character, and he was just being like a straight up dick, and everyone was like, "Fuck this guy."
Who was
That
it again?
sucks.
Sheriff Eli.
Oh yeah. Yep, I remember that. He would at first he would like joke around with Lyric, and he'd be like, "All right, you got a week in jail or something," and then they'd run away and get out or something, and he would like act it out. He wouldn't actually try to go after them and shit. Like he would make it more fun.
Oh,
and then-
really? That's lame.
Yeah, and then after a while, he was super hardcore about it. Like he did not want them getting away.
Dude, I saw one where he was like bringing someone their rights in jail, like they're doing that whole thing where the bad guy, whoever he arrested, was facing forward. Oh, I think it was Buddha. Matter of fact, I'm not sure. And then he was standing right behind him, bringing his rights, and then Buddha like did a quick turnaround, like punched him in the face and escaped jail. And like, dude, the guy was like, Sheriff Eli was like screaming at the top of his lungs at the other guy to take him down. It was like a blood curdling scream. It was like, Jesus Christ, dude, take it easy, man. It's like fucking RPing, being a cop, relax.
Jesus.
He was like, fucking
Imagine
take
what
him
he's
down.
like in
now."
real life being a cop.
Yeah.
I remember years ago watching Lyric on like the old, I don't remember what Arma 3 RP thing he was doing way back then, but I remember them watching watching him, and they like everyone in the server gathered around for like some wedding. Like these guys are all someone was getting married or something, so they all went up to like the church and stuff and getting all married, and like they did a whole ceremony and
yeah.
everything. and then hell just broke loose. Like everyone like parked their cars up there and everything, and I don't know, someone got shot, whatever, and it just got crazy, and it was one of the funny. I just remember it vividly. It's one of the funniest things I've ever watched. Like Lyric like ran away, just like just stole some dude's car and just like drove off. Just the most random stuff happens. It's hilarious.
I remember playing on those servers and and like the same RP servers that they would play on. I remember that's when I first not when I first met Andy Milonakis, where we're like I ran into Andy Milonakis and like he was like putting on a show like in the server, like a rap concert.
Oh,
And, like,
dude,
there's
yeah.
people like cheering on and stuff, and it's just funny shit.
Yeah, those things were hilarious. Like the Pac-Man song. I don't know if you guys
Oh, dude, I remember that.
Marva 3. Oh shit.
That was this one hit wonder, dude.
Damn, I forgot Andy Milonakis did RP on GTA.
Yeah, that was literally 4+ years ago now that I think about it. Since RP was actually popping. It's cool to see though. It's interesting, these phases that like Twitch has been going through. It's kind of like Summit setting trends all of a sudden, dude. Everyone followed Summit on the Sea of Thieves bandwagon for a while, and now all of a sudden he's been playing. Well, he started because started it all because he was doing the what you call it, the GTA races. He's always done those, but
oh yeah.
I'm sure he wanted to get into like more.
Doobie beforehand.
Yeah, dude, just gets absolutely blasted and just races. But yeah, I'm sure he's just like, yeah, do some GTA, maybe do some missions, maybe do some RP, and then I'm sure he got into it. And now all of a sudden, GTA RP stuff's back on the map. It's interesting. It's funny though.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Not seeing a BR on the top. What's going on, dude? Is this real? Is this Twitch? Is this 2019, Brett?
It's so nice though to see something like theatrical like RP like on Twitch. Like you can just like. It's like late at night. I can turn that on and just like
just watching it.
Finally,
like watch it doze
at
off is
least
nice.
a little more entertaining than people.
You can just find a random RP streamer too and like get lost in their story.
Yeah, it's like all about like learning like what they're doing or like who they
their
know.
lore and
Yep,
shit.
exactly, dude. What their character's all about. It's good
Dude,
stuff.
I remember when Lyric was still doing Arma 3 RP, dude, and I would watch it every day because he did it for at least a couple hours each and every day.
Yep.
Like, dude, this is fucking hilarious.
Well, he has the crew too. Like if you have a crew, I feel like if you have a crew in an RP server and a good one at that, where people like actually like take the rules seriously, it could be really good stuff.
Yeah.
I think the hard thing nowadays for RP is like getting into those high profile.
It's exactly what it is, man. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's like I tried to do that and like I got pulled over by every like 15-year-old cop. I was like,
Hey, you're driving way too fast for the speed limit, sir. You're gonna have to slow down.
They don't play a character; they play themselves as if they were like a 15-year-old cop. It's like, dude,
Oh
fuck this,
man, you got to put on a little bit of an accent.
Yeah,
See, I
something.
think I could be really good at RP, like honestly, because I can do like some weird voices and shiz, and I get wild. But like, dude, I don't know if I could have the camera on. I'll be honest. Like, when I'm doing my little kid voices and shiz, dude, like, I like get all weird looking. I don't know, dude.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like, I can be really good at it, but I would have to turn the camera off at least until I'm comfortable with it. I don't know, dude.
Oof.
I remember, so like, even to get into that Arma 3 Altus Life RP server, the one where
Altus Life, oh my
I was
god.
with Aaron, Jagger's coworker, and like we had to get interviewed and shit too, like just to get in the server, and like we had to pass a test and then get interviewed by them, and then we finally got whitelisted.
Wow.
And even then, our characters like we were just Mexicans. That's about it. That's all we could do. So we would go get the cocaine, and then
I think having like a solid police force in the game is probably the most important.
Oh, definitely.
You want to have good cops, but you don't want to have like cops that just
are just stupid power
24/7.
Yeah.
You know, I think the last one that Lyric was doing, I don't know if you guys saw, but it was like Tammy the tranny or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the guy who was playing as her
Oh, I
was
forgot.
the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like he would just be in the middle of talking out of nowhere. He'll just start talking like a dude and just be like, I don't kick his fucking ass. And it's just like, oh, and then he'd go like, excuse me. Dude, that was the funniest shit. And I remember that guy who was screaming as that person was like blew up from that. I forget who it was, but dude, oh
I remember their character. They're like this big, like muscular, like woman,
yeah,
in like a skirt and like this like long
blonde hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about.
Oh my god, dude! When I saw that, I was dying. I couldn't even breathe.
Yeah, you'd just be sitting there talking, and you'd be like, "Oh, now I want you to fuck me" or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Just out of nowhere.
Dude, Jagger, you'd be good at RP, man.
I don't know, dude. I can't do any accents. I'd like to, but I don't know.
I feel like if you had enough buddies, like you could do like some small stuff, but like the whole fun is like the real time things is like if you get pulled over or something, you actually got to sit in jail. Like you really got to go in jail and sit with other people in the jail cells. It's like, oh my god,
that was the funniest part.
I know.
Oh, go ahead. I was gonna say like that was the funniest part for like Lyric because someone always broke him out somehow. Like someone would drive in with a car and be like, and then he would just somehow get into the car and get out. So it was always what's his name? Buddha would get him out most of the time. Dude, yeah, that was some of the greatest stuff. I think it's the most entertaining stuff.
Well, it's all improv, which is the best part, and then it's like just unpredictable. Like it's GTA, man. Like someone's gonna get smoked over here, or like a car is gonna fly and blow up something. You know, it's just it's good stuff. It's good stuff, man.
Or they'd be like pulling someone over, and then like the NPC pedestrians would like their AI would like fuck up and they'd like just run into stuff. And the cops would be like, whoa, what are you doing? Get out of the car.
Get on the ground. Makes me want to try RP, man. Ugh.
I would do it. If I streamed it, I would turn off my face cam though.
I think I would have to, dude. Like I don't know.
No way I would leave that on. It'd be so like cringy for me.
Yeah, that too. And then that would kind of like break the fourth wall. So
yeah.
It'd be fun though. We should do it.
I mean, it's just part of it is just finding the right server, and then I mean, I would be down, dude, 100%.
Yeah, that'd be, dude. We would make that shit so funny for sure too, because we have so many other people who would be the best.
Dude, the first person that comes to mind if we ever did an RP thing would be Pat. Dude, you can't tell me how funny Pat would be in an RP game, dude.
Dude, just to be like me and him be cop buddies.
Oh my god,
he would crack me up,
dude. You just get the little bit of like the southern drawl going, and just like, please tell me that wouldn't be the funniest thing ever. You guys would be. It would be hard to not break character with you and Pat together. Oh my god.
You're gonna have to
give me a hell fucking yeah. We should arrest him, Pat.
Yeah, you're damn right we should, brother. Get on the ground.
Can you imagine Pat reading someone their Miranda rights?
Yeah, like, you have the right to remain silent. Just got a fat chewing.
Dude, I'll go ahead and do the dirty work of a police chief. That'd be hilarious because I could.
Well, you actually know what's up. I mean, you're going to school for stuff like that.
Some rogue agents in there, dude.
Oh my god, so like, my man's got some.
You guys get pulled over, you guys get out somehow.
Oh my god.
You just send me like a number and a text message.
Yeah, that's right. You do. You send the text messages in game and stuff, and there's like little whisper areas too. Like you can whisper like you can talk in game, but it's you can be behind a wall and whisper and stuff. Oh my god, dude, brings back all those streams that I watched from back in the day. Holy moly!
I think it's best in GTA just because it's like it doesn't have many bugs in it compared to like ARM.
Yeah,
and Arma's really rough on your PC.
I was about to say it's not optimized. Not saying GTA is much better, but it's a little bit better.
Better than Arma,
especially the driving, because the driving plays such a huge role. I think in the RP stuff, it's just more fun to watch. I think
that too. is like driving in GTA. Your tires don't just get destroyed by hitting a
Exactly.
freaking bush. You can actually go through stuff.
Dude, those bushes are made of steel, man.
I know, seriously.
Oh man.
Dude, I actually did that. I did the RP like a year ago on GTA. It was a lot of fun, man. Like there's a lot of downtime, but like the moments that get really intense, they get like really intense because my buddy was like, we're just on this like the country road right by the main town or whatever. It was like some little country small town. We saw this dude in a nice suit, and he goes, "Hey, watch this. We're gonna mug this guy." And this guy, like, we went up to him. He pulled his gun out and he goes, "Hey, give me your money." And the guy's like, was like really friendly. I was like, "Oh, hey, okay." It was like just really friendly. Like of course, he didn't like wasn't overly friendly, but he was like just straightforward. And he was like, "How much you want?" And he's like, "How much you got?" And the guy was like, "Oh, I have $500. $500." And he's like, "All right, give me $500." He goes, "Okay." And we get the money and we get off. We start running, and then all of a sudden we see like two dudes like roll up, like are following us, like not shooting at us, they're just following us with these suits. And then it goes to 3 dudes, and then 5 dudes, and then 7 dudes. It's like, surely enough, we have 7 dudes like fucking like following us on bikes in like these nice like suits. We're like, oh my god, we just robbed a gang member, dude.
I was about to say, you robbed the mafia, dog. He's gonna call a cartel on you, buddy.
Dude, it was so scary.
Holy-
I was like, C-Town, get the fuck out of here, dude. And we were trying to like speed, but like we kept seeing cops. We had to like slow down and they would catch up. Like, fuck, dude.
Bro,
You should have gone up to the cops and just be like, "We're being followed."
just rat out the mafia. Oh my god.
And then they walk up to the cops, see him all in suits, and he's just like, "Go on your way, boys." Like, you just let them do whatever.
I would hide behind the
Pop off or
cops.
Oh
something.
my god, dude.
Oh, that'd be great.
Dude,
Like,
imagine just like running like a cartel, like just like us or something
Oh
like
my
that, dude.
God.
Like, because you do like the jobs, like the drug running and shiz, and you
Oh,
like
that's
sell stuff,
right.
remember?
Yeah,
And so like you
yeah.
make money by like selling stuff, and then just not getting caught, obviously. But you do all the shady, like the real like shady stuff. Oh my god.
Yep.
Oh, there's so much opportunity. I love it. It's a nice spice. It's a nice spice to life, I'd say. Just at least for viewing, and then maybe for people that have never even heard of RP or don't even know what RP is, dude, missing out. Like, I would even do it in Sea of Thieves for a little bit. I've actually done it in Sea of Thieves. I would turn off the camera and just do my Irish accent and shiz. Just like, I don't know, just blasted it. Like, I'd just be drunk out of my mind on someone else's pirate ship and be talking in game to people, just like, where's your bloody treasure? Like, just being an absolute goof. Stupid. It's fun though.
Yeah.
If you have
That would
people
be
in
really
it, it's
fun,
fun. You've
bet.
gotta have people that you know for sure.
Yeah, we should consider it, man. I feel like that could be like a really good time. You know, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but obviously I have Division 2 coming out soon, but I mean, I honestly don't know how long that's gonna last gameplay wise. So I'm looking for games all the time. I mean,
Yeah,
we
I
were
have
playing WoW
GTA,
yesterday
so
just for
that's
shits.
pretty
I
and
think
giggles.
almost everyone has GTA.
Yeah,
Just gotta download it starting right now.
gotta download the 180 gigs.
It's something
pretty big game.
insane.
And then 5M, which is the the RP.
Yeah, y'all would have to walk me through all of that. I haven't RP'd in a long time. But that'd be fun. If we find like a server or something.
I contribute to a server if we needed to too, because like I'd rather us have control of it than fucking some weirdos, you know.
Some
There's
15-year-old
dick-
cop.
There's dickheads out there, you know.
There are.
But there are some good servers here and there. So.
True.
It's just
I think my
fitting
favorite thing is,
everyone in
like,
there.
When they'd have to RP through like the desync or the lag, they'd be like, "Oh, I got a crazy fucking headache."
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. It's like, I don't know, my head hurts right now, dude.
Oh, I don't feel so good, dude. I
And
don't.
they're like, if my brain was a keyboard, like what button would I have pressed?
That's right. Yeah.
God dang it, dude.
What I like about it is like it's so creative. Like I think the most creative dude I saw besides the transvestite or whatever that one dude was playing as was the every time there was like a scene, like if someone like actually like got hit or if one of the characters got hit, like the police would show up, do their medical report. And if they died, like someone would be driving around in a coroner's like car, and he would pull up and like just pull out his clipboard and start like just doing all the coroner shit and everything. And he would talk to the police, and the police would be like investigating. And you're like, all right, well, I gotta take him down to the morgue. And he would take the dude to the morgue and everything.
Oh my god.
So fucking awesome.
Oh
man.
my god.
Oh Jesus, they got everything, dude.
That's probably the most creative thing I saw. I was like,
That's
damn.
wild. Holy moly.
I feel like it'd be cool if they could get some sort of a mod in the game. I don't know if they have it, but to have like destroying buildings, like buildings could get destroyed. That could be so fucking funny for like fire department or something like that. People showing up to scenes. What happened here?
DEA
Put
breach and
toaster
clear.
It's funny
Oh,
stuff.
That would be cool. Because you could do like heists in GTA and
Mhm.
RP and
Yep.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the cops come quick to those. It's pretty funny.
Oh
I
my
remember
god.
they were trying to like rob banks and stuff like that. And then like a second group of people would try stealing some money too while they're there. It just goes sideways.
See now, I don't remember how does the ammunition and like guns and stuff work in RP? Because isn't it like it's like
I think you just
hard?
have to buy it.
Okay, I didn't know if
Yeah,
it was
like,
hard to
it
It
find.
costs
Okay,
a lot of money though,
Okay.
or something. They shoot up the price so it's not like super easy.
right? Because like, could you imagine? This is what I was thinking. Like, you rob a bank or something in GTA, and then you got two of your buddies are just geared to the T, just blasting cops left and right.
Right.
You know, where like if the police officers aren't the police officers usually always geared anyways? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so and if I remember on Lyric server, I think it was the cops had to shoot first for them to for you to
oh,
actually start
yeah,
to
shooting them.
engage. Okay.
Or it was like if you shot at the cops, it couldn't be direct hits. You can shoot like their tires and shit like that.
Gotcha.
Nothing like to
Fatal.
Nothing fatal right away. Like obviously you could kill the cops.
Yeah, because then it would kind of ruin the RP.
Because that's a lot of time in jail if you kill a cop or something
Right.
in game. So.
Makes sense. Yeah, I was just curious because it's like, man, if you just go to the local shop, buy yourself an extendo clip, and just start mowing.
Yeah. There's also a thing like if you just start like shooting people, like I forgot what it's called. but
Stars.
No. It's like something in RP terms, like
It's like fail RP or breaking RP. or
there
some
you go.
shit.
Yeah, like just you were just shooting to kill people and stuff like that. It's not really like you can't really do that.
Yeah.
I remember when H1Z1 first came out, like killing on sight was like unheard of until people started to figure out how to use the bow and arrow. And I don't know if you guys ever saw it, but this guy did this glitch where like he would lay down on the ground with the bow and arrow in H1Z1, and he would like act like he doesn't have anything or he's new or something, and he would just insta dome people with an
Oh
insta
my-
kill on H1Z1.
Oh
It
my,
was so funny, dude.
oh my god.
By the way, speaking of H1Z1, they re-released it Z1.
Yeah, we
better way.
vaguely touched on it while you were gone, but we
Yeah.
can go into it a little more.
I kind of want to try it out sometime.
Dude,
this
I
week or
definitely will
something.
try it out. Just
It's
let me
like-
know.
It's season 3, right? So it's
Pre-patch
like when
season
the game
3,
was-
so it's before
Yeah.
season 3. So like,
yeah,
all
so
stuff
it was
is
like
a
when
little
it was
different.
good.
Yep.
I'm just curious what's going on with the company itself.
I
like,
don't know. Like, I
how
heard
are they
there was
fucking
some
the game up?
there was some dirty shiz going on in the background. I don't know. Like, people
There's
just
not enough people talking about it, and I feel like for like a BR game that kind of pushed the whole,
it pushed the
BR
entire
thing
BR genre, 100%.
I feel like people should kind of focus on it, kind of talk about it, because I feel like it's not being talked about at all. I don't know if Doctor Disrespect or Summit played it at all, but
I don't think they did. I saw Hexy playing it a bit. Saw Ravage playing it a bit.
yeah.
But yeah, none of the top gunners for sure.
Which
I
I
mean,
understand because I mean,
Well,
they
what's
fucked up.
their reasoning to, you know? It's like, unless they really just want to play it, you know, no reason to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So, any games you guys are looking forward to in the next couple weeks? Or
Vision 2. Excited
that
to.
comes out tonight, actually, for some places.
Oh, really?
Actually, I think it might be out for some places because there's the early release.
Thanks, son.
Yeah, I'm not getting it early, but yeah,
Oh,
I'm excited for
I'll be
that.
playing it on Tuesday. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not like I wouldn't say I'm insanely pumped for it, but I don't know. It's gonna be a finished game, which I'm excited about, and I don't know. It'll give me something to do for a little while, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, other than that, man, not really anything crazy out right now.
Nah, I mean I'll be playing Devil
obviously
May
the
Cry,
Vikings.
but
Yeah.
I gotta finish 4, and then I'll be playing through that one after. Yeah. Other than that, there hasn't been much like on the radar for games that I'm really looking forward to.
Oh, we were playing Overwatch yesterday. I forgot to talk about.
I saw that.
Dude. We were having a blast. Actually, we were having a lot of fun. Obviously, competitive is still cancer. No question, no surprise there. We were getting like duo queues with us because we were 4 queuing. The last game we played with Bren, these guys were like, for a 4 queue, you guys are doing pretty bad. They were playing Bastion and Reinhardt, and they ran into like the points on their own nonstop.
This feed.
And then this Reinhardt, he stood in front of a fire ult, and it completely destroyed his shield, and then killed him. Where are my heals? and I was standing behind him, healing him the whole time. I'm like, dude, you stood in a fire ult.
I think that was the same game too, Ryan, where I switched Reaper right after the dude swapped off Bastion. I instantly pop off, like instantly.
Chain Tower, I saw that. I was
oh,
watching,
you watched that, dude?
Yeah,
I was
watching just like in the top
off.
monitor when like in between games. I was doing my thing too, and I see Bryn pop off, and I was like,
Oh.
JFC Bryn or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, God. I was just sitting there. I was like, God.
Well, I was so weak, and I just got my Reaper ult, and I'm like, all right, send it. We're gonna lose a round anyway, so I sent it. I get like 3 of them in it. I somehow like Wraith away, get 2 more, Wraith away again, and then I keep life stealing, just keep rolling, get another 2, and I'm like, oh my God, no.
Yeah, it was really fun though playing. I will never play that game solo, but playing it with friends.
It
was
wasn't
awesome.
bad with a 4Q, honestly. I mean, you know, you're gonna lose some because the randoms just suck ass. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't too bad.
There was a lot of Korean players though that. Were
Oh my God!
insane. Like first 2 or 3 games, dude. There's at least 1 Korean on the enemy team, and they were Genji, and they were destroying
studs. They were studly Dudleys.
They had like the Chinese letters and everything.
Oh, jeez. I see that and I'm like, oh, well, we lose.
Yep.
Did y'all play strictly competitive last night?
No, we played competitive for like the first like 6 or 7 games, and then we played some casual, just having fun.
Nice.
I'm excited for that new hero though. That'll be cool.
But yeah, this RP looks like it's back on the rise.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Viewer count looking like right now?
80K.
Yep.
Wow.
Medi, is that how you say his name? Das Medi?
Yeah, that's Lyric's brother.
Oh, is that really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Das
Medi?
Medi.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even know he had a brother.
Really? Yeah, he's been streaming for a long time too.
He's broken
Someone's
some
got
like
43K
serious
right
BR
now.
records.
Oof.
Oops.
Remember, he broke some like BR record. I can't even tell you what it is now that I'm fucking talking about it, but it was like, oh my God, he was like the first to do like something that was like really hard to do, or he was like the only person in the world to do something. I can't remember, but yeah, I was like, all I think about every time I see his name.
Dude, Summit has no webcam on right now. I have never seen this before.
Yeah, he's been doing that for the last couple, like 3 days or so. I've been just lurking and watching, and he made this like crazy maneuver around these cops and fooled them and everything. It's just he's been loving it. He's like, all I want to do is play this right now, is what he said.
Yeah.
So that's good. It's good to see. I don't know. Someone's just a really humble dude. Is there a guy in their trunk right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun to see. It's good to see Summit or like bigger bigger guys having fun with games, man. It's like, oh, there's hope for all of us.
Not all sweating and
Exactly. It's not
VR.
only a BR, man. That's like, it's just refreshing, man. It reminds me of the old days at Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
It really does.
So the server is called No Pixel. Is that what they're playing
Mhm.
on? Or okay,
Mhm.
I wasn't sure what that.
Yep. So I don't know how, like, I'm sure each servers have different rules, regulations. You know, I'm sure you got to have like your lore set up for your character and all that stuff. But I don't know. I'd be interested if we get enough people that it would be interested, like our group. I mean, we know quite a few people. If people are all into RP and stuff like that, that'd be fun. Be a good time. It's just committing to it at a certain time. You know, you got to get everyone on the server at like what, for like 2 or 3 hours, and then go for it. You know,
that's the thing, man. It is a big dedication.
it is.
A lot of those servers require you to play a certain amount of hours.
You know who would be a god RP or Flopkus would be a god RPer, dude. Oh, because all the D&D.
For sure.
Oh my gosh.
I saw
I
him
need to
DM.
talk to him. I'm not sure because he has like a pretty poo-poo computer.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting GTA just kind of sucks, man.
Well, it's not just that. You can't even run like you can't really run Apex that well or Blackout, which I know those are like more like intensive games, but I'm not sure how GTA would play out.
We need to help a flop stream
I will
foundation
buy
stream,
that
dude.
for him if he gets it.
Dude, if other people are interested in that, maybe we should definitely look into it. I would be so down to play that. That'd be so fun. Like just
50%
a chill game. I've been looking for a chill game. So
Wait, GTA is 50% off, you said?
Yeah, it's $15 right now.
Oh my god, what? That's perfect timing. Rockstar Games is probably just calling Steam up right now. It's like,
right? That's
Summit's been
exactly
streaming. Lyrics on the line. We had over 100K. They put that bitch on sale right now. Like, that's funny.
That's the biggest part with RP, I think, though, is finding the perfect balance where you're not too into it, but you're into it just.
Well, you got to
There's
be
some
in
people who are
character.
like, oh my god.
You got to be in character enough where, like, you know, it's enjoyable for you, and then it's a good environment, or it's not like forced, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because like Jagger was saying, is like, yeah, I had some 15-year-old kid that wanted to be a cop pull me over, and he wasn't even in character. It's like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to you, buddy. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like you got when we start out, you're gonna have to start off with like people like that. I think it's like one of those things like you just build up your like actual reputation as an RPer, then you start getting invited to these like more high-profile servers.
Right.
So we're gonna have to deal with like 15-year-olds like being pieces of shit.
True.
I gotta like I can't imagine how hard it would be to learn how to be a cop, like learning all the lingo, like all,
unless
like,
you're a real cop. I mean,
yeah,
like when Chef realized like talking and he's like, we have a 10-6 over here on the 4-5 or something like that. I'm just like,
what?
Just say? And then dispatcher will have like a voice mask on, and dispatcher will say some jarble like that and like say it back to him like
10-4, copy that.
I have to like make my like a study guide for this shit so I can be an actual cop.
Someone has like their book propped up with all the lingo or something.
Dude, Ryan, you could be like a detective, Ryan. How sick would that be to RP a detective?
Yeah,
that'd be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
Like on a crime scene or something. Just
go
like,
to the scene, have
witnesses writing notebooks down, taking samples.
It's like you three standing there. Like, oh, it's not you three again.
Oh my god, it would be so good too, because like I don't think we would break character too much, like with like the people we play with and talk with very much.
It'd be so hard not to fucking laugh though.
Yeah, the laughing would be tough. The laughing would be tough.
Like you're gonna hear people go silent for quite a few minutes trying to.
Yep, I mute my mic, just like wheezing my ass off. Like, oh man, God, this is getting me pumped. Now I just want to try it. I mean, shoot,
I think that's definitely one of the hardest things. I just laugh too hard. I'm just like,
dude, someone's gonna say Modelo time in game, and then Sparky just gonna snort in his mic or something, dude. Like,
You're just gonna hear.
Yep, just cracks one open, dude. Dun,
Like,
dun,
what you
dun,
drinking
dun,
back
dun.
there? What's up? You know?
Hey, will you crack open out there?
I just want to be like a real life, or not real life, an RP drunk, like just this guy like stumbling around.
What are you
just trolling all the
doing?
cops? Yeah, just trolling the cops and shit. Like, what's going on here, Ossifer? And yeah, being just a big piece of shit. Making my dude like emote throw up all over the place.
Oh my god. Drager the drunk. Here to wreck your day.
I should be like, my name should be like some like weird name like Dirk or something.
Yeah,
like.
Dirk the drunk.
Do you remember the hobos in Arma 3 RP?
Oh my
when
god,
Rick was
yes.
playing, dude? There was
Yes.
like 2 of them, and they would just sit there, and one of them was like on psychedelics all the time. Oh my god, dude.
Dude, one of them would always play guitar too. I remember that shit.
They play guitar?
Or like, yeah, it's okay. In the Arma 3, there were people that just sit outside like the bank, and like one of them would always just be fucking jamming out,
Yeah.
That's fucking cool.
I
and then he'd be
remember
playing a guitar like over his mic too. So it,
Dang,
Yeah.
that's hardcore. That's awesome. Yeah, I think the whole cop thing is like the hardest thing to.
Yeah,
to
that'd
do.
be rough.
Yeah, you have to like have like a very like booming voice. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Like you can't be like a
Authoritative.
pushover. Yeah.
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 Authoritative. There you go. Yeah, you have to be like, I don't know. It would be so easy to be a pushover than that.
Yeah,
In that role.
exactly.
I couldn't be a cop. I don't think I could do it. I have to be like something like zany or weird. Or, I
Yeah.
don't know.
One of the rookie cops or something.
Just training, just like,
Just
hey
like,
cadet, you're gonna come out here on this on this training mission with us. Turns out to be like an actual, scene or
no,
something.
you come up to the scene and one of the guys is like, "Here, help me out.
Yeah.
Get me out of here." And
It's
you'd
like,
be
no, dude.
Okay. Let him out. Just run away.
Trevor, a rookie.
Oh my gosh, I
could
love
be
it.
I could be a redneck cop. I think if I'm a redneck cop with Pat, that sounds just like perfect.
That sounds hilarious.
Oh my god. Dude, I couldn't take I can't. No, Pat would make me laugh, dude. There's no way. I'd break characters so easily. Oh man,
Pat's fucking funny, man.
dude, he's hilarious. Yeah, dude. Let's get it rolling. Let's get all the boys in, dude. Everyone from the team speak, dude. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'd be down to do that like in the mornings, like a morning chill thing. Like that'd be honestly perfect. If I play like do 2 streams of Apex, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself. To be completely honest.
Stream on the mornings, like Thursday mornings. You thinking?
Yeah.
All right,
Or have some like variety.
right, dude.
Have the main game in the evening. Oh, all mapped out. Let's
Dude,
do it.
that's big
Yeah.
brain right there. Huge.
Sparky, download it, dude. I know you're thinking about it. I'm downloading it right now.
100 full 200 gigs of it.
Yeah, on AT&T, it's going to take me probably 3 years, but you know what? I'll be there, Sparky.
Don't you have fiber? Or no?
I do, but it's only when it wants to be fiber.
Oh,
It's just
how's
not
that
when I'm
work?
downloading shit. I don't know what it
it's
is.
finicky fiber. Got it.
How does the bill work? Like you only pay it when you want to pay it.
Yeah, I was about to
I
say.
should, right?
Yeah, guess what? Didn't work all days of the month, so I'm only gonna pay you for 2 days this month.
I'll pay half price. Upload's great. The download.
Turds.
Got some talking to do.
Yeah, with your upload, Jager, why don't you stream at 16:9 instead of 12?
I should.
Honestly, I mean, you got the 2 rigs for it. Look a little crisper, you know.
Wait, you talking about 12,000 bit rate?
No. I'm saying like your resolution instead of 1270, 16:900.
Oh, for some whatever reason, my computer can't handle it.
Wait, really?
Tags. Yeah, the Ryzen 7 doesn't. I don't think it's bottlenecked or what, but something like it just doesn't like fare very well. I don't know what I'm doing on my end. I don't know what's going on, but I've tried it and it's like super iffy. But that's maybe because I'm not good at optimizing my settings, so I'm not sure.
Gotcha. Huh. because I only have one. I have one CPU above yours in my streaming rig too, and I run it just fine. I don't know. That's
Really?
weird.
I might relook into it. I'm not the best at setting all that up.
Gotcha. Huh. As you say, with that upload, it's like, man, might as well. Or at least if you have 2 rigs, I'll try it.
Yeah, I tried it and it was like super like I couldn't do 60 frames and 1080, so I was like, I gotta do 60 frames and 720, which is nothing to like scoff at. It's not what I thought I was getting myself into when I was getting everything.
Dude, you know what I want to try now with this new OBS update? I want to take my 2080 and I want to put it in the streaming rig and try that new NVEC coding.
What I've been saying.
Throw my 1080 Ti back in the gaming rig and just go to work. See if it just looks crisp. Because then you don't use any CPU, dude.
Mhm.
Imagine the possibilities. So that's the real reason I got the 2080. Yeah, the new OBS Studio update, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. And they like smoothed out a bunch of stuff too. It's really good.
Is that NVENC update? Is that on Streamlabs too, or is that just strictly regular OBS?
OBS.
I think Studio
OBS
as of right
partnered
now.
with NVIDIA.
Uh-huh.
Well, shit.
So like the new NVIDIA, like the 2080 RTXs, they have like a certain chipset for them specifically meant for NVEC, so it helps it out a lot. So if you get any of the new 20 series graphics cards.
Whatcha? Yeah, that's cool though. That's a really nice little feature that they added, especially if you have like the RTX cards, because then you can just, you don't have to worry about CPU. But I haven't really done much testing on it yet, so I'll see if I'll have to see if the quality is any different or if I can run it harder, or I don't know. That's the whole thing about like the 2 PCs. It's like you got to do so much testing. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to tweak the bitrate up a little bit here, and then the encoding here, and then let's see what that looks like. For the love of the game. Is there anything, any other points, gentlemen? There wasn't much to talk about this week, honestly. Wasn't a whole lot of crazy news, nothing too crazy with games. Just kind of shooting the shiz on RP, honestly.
Yeah. Kind of all quiet on the Western Front this week. It was kind of nice.
Yeah, no one's taking butthole pics this week on Twitch. Everything's pretty normal. Everything's pretty normal, dude.
Doesn't feel right.
RP's back on the top. What's going on, dude? We're going back in time. Just took a little time chamber.
Right.
What's going on?
Only dream.
That's all I got.
That's it, dude. All right. I mean, shoot, we said it all. It's all been said.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I gotta update that Borthers command in what you call it. Gotta add Sporky on there. One of these. We do still have it. Yeah, I've got to update that.
Stroxy Rex, be sure and check them out.
Stroxy Rex streams
Check
every
out
day.
that guy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. We will catch you guys next Sunday at 6 o'clock Central. Those of you guys that are checking them out live. We also upload these on the YouTube channel every Wednesday. So if you guys want to go re-listen, re-watch, go check them out on YouTube. Maybe we'll actually start working on getting these on the Apple Store and stuff like that. I've got to look into that whenever I have extra time, so that you guys can actually just listen and don't have to go on YouTube. So without further ado, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys want to go check out Twitter handles, go follow us on Twitter for live updates on when we're going live and stuff like that. But yeah, this has been the Borthers Podcast, and we will see you guys next Sunday at 6 o'clock Central. All right, peace out, everybody.
Later, y'all.
Later, guys.
He beat you to it.
Yoink.
He yoinked
No,
it
listen.
from you.